What's going on, everyone? It is Bobo back for Crisis in the Toyverse. And on today's show, I'm doing something a little different. I am examining a very special action figure that I was able to pick up on Instagram at a heck of a deal. And the action figure is, drumroll, and that's actually a knee slap, but who's paying attention? Is a custom DC Devastator Batman action figure from the Dark Knights, aka DC's metal line. This thing is phenomenal. Like I said, I got him for a steal. I'm very happy to have this guy in my collection. He's a good size. He's beefy. He looks quite evil. And the best part is, it's a unique action figure on my toy shelf. Who can't appreciate that? So let's go ahead and talk about sculpting. Now, I want to give a very special shout out to home_day_feel. And I will have his link on Instagram so you can see all his other great custom work. This guy looks tremendous. I mean, let's go ahead and focus first things first on the head sculpt. Now, I know there's several different versions on how this Devastator is supposed to look. And for those wondering, the backstory is simple. On Earth -1, Bruce Wayne teams up with Superman, but then things go kind of wonky. And sort of like in BVS, he grows to really distrust Superman. Well, they get into it. Next thing you know, Bruce loses an arm because of Superman. And instead of stabbing him with a kryptonite spear, it's all a ruse. That's right, he unleashes the Doomsday virus on himself, and in the process killing Superman and destroying his world. And if it hadn't been for the Batman Who Laughs, Devastator never would have shown up in metal. But I really actually dig the storyline. I like that it has elements of BVS to it. Anybody who knows me knows I absolutely love BVS. I don't care what anybody says. I love that movie. And to each their own. If you don't like it, you don't like it. It's plain and simple. But I got noted. This guy came into my collection because a good friend on Instagram, known as D_Tours Customs, was looking out for me. Shout out to you, my boy. Keep up the hard work. Go check out his Instagram as well. He saw this for sale. He said I should pick it up, and boy, was he right. It was one of the smartest pickups I ever got because, like I said, I really love this thing. I mean, this head sculpt is menacing. It's got that Doomsday vibe. Now, the figure itself is built upon, I believe, the Abomination, even quite possibly the Goblin body from Marvel Legends. But, you know, normally I'm not a fan of customs that use Marvel Legends with DC figures. Because, well, let's be honest, the Marvel articulation's usually a little better. But in this case, I dig it because, like I said, it was a steal. So, the head sculpt looks fantastic. I really like the attention to detail on it. I like the washes and the dry brushing in it. And if you want to see how he went through the process with things, go back to the Instagram of the creator so you can see it a lot more. Because he pretty much details how he goes about making this thing in spectacular fashion. I mean, everything is hand-painted. Even the logo on this Batman looks good. The teeth look great. Great color choices. It's got a muddy, dirty look to it, which is great for any Doomsday figure. As you can see, parts of it do retain that Abomination body, but it works for this figure. In terms of the lower body with the suit and stuff, yeah, it's a little blue on mine, but that's okay. You can definitely tell that it's bluish and gray, which is nice. Now, unfortunately, this guy already took a shelf dive, and I had some chipping away, which is unfortunate. That's not his fault. That's my fault. And then you get down to the feet. Even a lot of great detail went into this. I definitely appreciate it. If I bring it around to the back one more time, you can see how he included, all the bone structure and stuff, which is very, very nice. So why I have him in my hands, let's just go ahead and break down articulation. Now, in terms of the head, it is on a ball hinge. So you got forwards and up like so. You can turn it side to side. He can't do 360 just because the way he is sculpted, which I'm okay with. terms of the upper body, he has an ab crunch that goes back that far and goes forward that much. The nice thing about the arms is that not all the stuff that's sculpted on here really doesn't hinder articulation too bad. Obviously, the bone spikes here do hinder a little bit in terms of movement, but the aesthetic looks nice once you raise it up. It just adds that extra layer. You bring it back down, and you can rotate it, which is nice. We do get a bicep cut right here, a single bend at the elbow that works pretty well, as you can see. Rotation at the hand, and a hinge that goes up and down. Same thing on the other side. Now, in terms of the legs, Devastator can go out that far, and he can go back in. He can kick forward that much, and he can't really go back. We do have a thigh cut right here, and the leg started popping up. Sorry, guys. We do have a single bend at the knee like so, and because it's a Marvel Legend, we still retain the ankle rocking and hinging up and back pretty well. So overall, articulation guy, you're not going to have a problem posing him, which is very cool because I like posing my action figures, and so do a lot of you. So very, very cool. Let's go ahead and talk accessories real quick and take it from there. You can see the customizer included a finely detailed base that holds the Devastator quite nice. It's a beautiful scene of destruction, if you will, a symphony of destruction. So I think it's very cool, and he didn't have to include this, but he took the time too, which is very awesome. We also get a bendable wire that's used to simulate part of a building that's been toppled over or broken down. It fits on the base quite nicely, if I say so myself, as you can see in the photos right there. Also included is this bloody Superman arm with bones sticking out. It is magnetized and it will stay on the base, which is an additional added bonus that wasn't really needed, but it's cool that he went all out with that. Very much digging this arm, very much so. And he holds the Devastator quite nicely. I'm very happy with the accessories that were included with this guy. Let's go ahead and do a size comparison and wrap this up. Alright guys, for our size comparison, we of course got our Devastator in the middle. To the left we have a Mezco BVS Superman. And at the other end we have a DC Universe Classics Doomsday. Now, the DC Universe Classics Doomsday is a little out of scale, even for this. But it's not too shabby compared to the Devastator right there. You got a nice little height and growth between Superman, Batman Doomsday, and regular Doomsday, which actually I'm not too worried about. Overall, I think this figure is very good. I'm happy that I got him for a still. And I'm happy that he's part of my collection, just being honest with you guys. So guys, that's going to pretty much wrap it up. Like I said, I can't recommend this figure enough. And if you're interested in picking him up, head over to Instagram and check out the artist who created this work, because it is definitely phenomenal, like I said. With that being said, though, I want to thank you guys so very much. I definitely appreciate you taking time out of your day to see what's going on over here. While you're at it, go ahead and hit the like and subscribe, share, dislike button, whatever tickles your pickle. Now, let's go ahead and get plugs out of the way. Head over to undercovercapes.com for all things geekery and the podcast verse. While you're at it, head over to Big Bad Toy Store for all your toy and collectible needs. And if you enjoyed the pop-up you see behind you, head over to extreme-sets.com for all your pop-up needs. And lastly, on Instagram, throw a follow at Toy Lover Crew. Guys, I got a slideshow at the end. Thank you so much. And until next time, great googly moogly.